Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mankato, Minnesota in the Verizon Center for this game between the Mankato West Scarlet and the Mankato East Cougars. I am Lucas Dorton, and I am joined by Shoshana Bruner today. Should be a good game here. Obviously, you have some experience on this Mankato East team here, so that'll be obviously key for this game. But overall, what's your keys to the game, maybe players to watch for both sides here?
Oh, well, this is always a great game. It's like a great crosstown rivalry. Players look for Maddie Davis from East and Mckenzie Keller from East, and the Scarlets have two really good top players, Lindsay Hayes and Sunshine Langworthy. These teams are really close for rivalries. Their last game on January 3rd was very close, so this will be a really exciting game to watch.
For sure. This is going to be a very good game, obviously. Both of these teams, very big rivals, so that's something always to watch for in these types of games. So again, the last time that these two teams played, Mankato West lost to Mankato East 3-2, and from what you were looking at, it was a pretty good game overall. Yeah,
I went and watched. It was a really close game. They were played really evenly. Their shots were 29-27. Scarlets just had two more than them. The West got a power play, but East killed it really well, and they ended up getting the winning score.
It'll be a good game for sure here, as shortly we will be getting ready for the national anthem as all of the players are lining up here. So we will take that down to the ice here, and we will be back momentarily after the national anthem.
Conference matchup between the Mankato West Scarlets and your Mankato East Cougars. We would like to thank you all for coming to tonight's contest. We really appreciate your attendance as we welcome the Mankato West Scarlets to the Verizon Center. Our team would like to ask each of you to be positive role models. All the players, coaches, and game officials will be giving their best during tonight's game, and we hope that you'll remember to do the same when it comes to providing good sportsmanship and school pride. Thanks again for coming tonight. We hope you enjoy the game. Now let's meet the players for tonight's contest, starting with the visitors from Mankato West. Starting at right defense, number 13, 8th grader Trinity Jackson. At left defense, number 15, senior Hannah Weidland. At right wing, number 5, junior number 5, Sunshine Langworthy. At left wing, a senior number 11, Lindsay Hayes. At center, number 17, a freshman, Molly Grundhofer. And goalie for the Scarlets, number 30, sophomore Sarah Olson. Scarlets are coached by head coach Sean Reddy. He's assisted by Chris Vinden, Kent Hayes, and Mckenzie Hayes. Two managers for the Scarlets, Nathaniel Kammerer, Jackson Christensen, Anders Throw, and Olivia Fosnacht. Now let's meet the starters for your Mankato East Cougars. Starting defense for the Cougars, a senior, number 10, Claire Johnson. Starting at defense for the Cougars, a senior, number 15, Bree Adams. At right wing for the Cougars, a junior, number 6, Sydney Kanstrup. At left wing for the Cougars, a sophomore, number 9, Hannah Rigdon. And at center for the Cougars, a senior, number 2, Madison Davis. And in goal for the Cougars, a senior, number 1, Andrea Schreiber. Cougars are coached by head coach Amber Prang. She's assisted by Hannah Vogel, Jake Kelcher, Sierra Mackey, and Casey McKillop. Student managers for the Cougars are Amber Mars, Madison Fight, and Peyton Keach. At this time, we ask that you please rise and stand and face the flag as the pep bands for Mankato East and West, led by Craig Kopeski and Brady Kunzmark, play the national anthem.
Alrighty, we are back here after the national anthem, getting a little closer here to puck drop. Well, as we mentioned, you brought up something to me before the game, and that was Mckenzie Keller, 8th grade.
Yes.
Tell me more about her. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, Mckenzie Keller is an up-and-coming player. She just joined the East squad, but she has made big moves with them. She's the second goal scorer, and she actually has my number that I had when I played, so that's awesome. It's awesome to see. But she's, I've heard from Amber Praying that she said that she just put right on the first line right away. She's used to being up there, and she does really good things.
That's really cool to see. Obviously, 8th grade, I mean, playing on one of the top lines, too. As you mentioned, second on the team in total points overall as well. So she does, obviously, she's doing something right if she's getting that kind of playing time. And over on the Mankato West side, too, Sarah Olson, the goaltender, 12-8-3 this year, 333 goals against, 881 save percentage. She does have 2 shutouts, though, so it does show that she can come to play when it matters most.
Yes, for sure, yeah. That's when it really matters, you know, when the goalies can keep those out and they can get those shutouts and then have a save percentage. It's really important because when you have strong D and they have that strong goalie, then you can keep winning games.
Without a doubt. And looking at the standings overall here, Mankato West in the conference, the Big Nine, they are 6-6-2, overall 12-8-3, and Mankato East in 4th place, 10-4 overall, 15-7-2, and with the puck drop, let's get going here. And we have our first stoppage right away. So 16:55 here to start this game. Looking at the starting lineups for both sides here, Mankato West is Sunshine Langworthy, Molly Grundhofer, Hannah Weedland, Trinity Jackson, Sarah Olson, and Lindsay Hayes as well. So Mankato West has possession of the puck behind the zone here, dumping it off to Langworthy. Mankato East had it for about a second there, and they pick it back up once again here. Dumping it around. West has it, trying to get something going here up along the side of the boards. Early on in the game, it's always kind of tough to get things going, but that's really what you want to see there. And that's a nice shot on goal that's going to be saved there. That's by number 9 for Mankato East. Hannah Rigdon on the shot. West has it. Number 13, Trinity Jackson took it up, the defense on there. So how important is it early on in the game to really try and feel out the other team? Do you try and attack the net right away, or do you kind of want to try and stick to your game plan and then maybe try and attack later on?
You definitely want to have a game plan set, and you want to come out there running and try to be as aggressive as possible right away, and then set that tone for the game. Yeah, a fast pace, especially with against a team like this and in a game like this.
I agree with you 100% on that one. You know, both times, obviously, as a puck is going to be dumped onto the Mankato East zone here, it's always important, I think, to feel out your opponents. Obviously, you have a game plan and you want to stick to that game plan, but it's also important to see, you know, what is this goaltender made of, what is the defense made of, to see what you can try and do there. So it'll be interesting to see what the game plan is for both sides here. So Mankato East has had the majority of the possessions here. That one's dumped off. Clara Johnson was the one that did that. Number 4, Evie Johnson has it here, trying to weave around the Scarlet defense. That one's just going to get pushed aside over by the bands from Mankato East and West over there. Nice job on the national anthem, by the way, and that puck is going to be dumped into the stands. So obviously penalties can make or break your game. Do you think it's going to come down to this too? Both of these sides, obviously pretty big rivals, a lot more high intensity. Do you think the refs are going to let them play, or do you think they'll be kind of ticky-tacky with those calls?
Honestly, it depends. I've been in games where it's rival games like this, and sometimes there's a lot of penalties called. Sometimes they let us play, but I think if it does come down to penalties and power plays, that they'll have to take the most of that and take advantage of it.
They really will. A lot of time, you know, power plays are your best opportunities to score. I mean, it seems like such an obvious statement, but at the end of the day, a lot of games can be won or lost based off of that. West has it here. Let's see if they can get something going. But they do not, as East picks that one off right away. Nice job here of the defense. It's a shot, will not be on goal. It's a little high on the goaltender Schreiber here for Mankato East. Scarlets have a little bit of possession here. They really haven't been able to wrangle in the puck, and that one is going to be dumped along the other end, and that will be icing on the call here. Overall, looking at this Mankato West team, Hayes is obviously their top goal scorer at 49 points total. Langworthy and Grunhofer both with 33. So obviously they have a very balanced attack. If you're Mankato East, what's something that you have to do to try and neutralize, if you can, all three of those players?
You just have to make sure you have really good passing and that your D is always on point, and just to make sure that they don't get down the ice, because usually it's those players that can get down and get breakaways and get those in the net. So if you all work together and make sure that those players are getting attacked on, then you should be good.
Emma Bastian had the shot on goal there. It was gloved by the goaltender Sarah Olson. Looking at some other stats here for Mankato East. Andrea Schreiber, who is the starting goaltender, 15, 7-2 with a 287 goals against, a 905 save percentage. She has 4 shutouts on the year too. Obviously, it shows she can really come to play. And I'm assuming against a rival team such as Mankato West, you kind of have a little bit more of an intensity there, as that one's a shot on goal. It's going to be a little high though.
Yeah, for sure. Andrea Schreiber is on top of her game, especially this year. I've played with her before, and she's always working hard, just trying to improve her game so much, and it's awesome seeing her have this high of a save percentage and having 4 shutouts, and I'm seeing that she look for more and more this season.
And being a senior as well, too, you know, a lot of your teammates and coaches, they ask a lot of you, too. You know, you've been there, you've been in the program, you know what it takes to succeed, and so, you know, do you think she kind of takes that as a grain of salt, or do you think it takes it as a great, you know, honor that, you know, everyone kind of looks up to me to do my thing? Yeah,
no, she definitely takes that role and makes it her own. She really takes her job seriously. She wants to be a top leader on the team, and she wants to show everyone that she does her job very well.
Icing is the call here on this one. Like we mentioned early on, this Mankato West team did lose to Mankato East 3-2 on January 3rd. Like you mentioned, a very, very good game. You know, anytime you can get a 1-goal difference, you know there's going to be some dramatics that are going to come around there, for sure.
Yeah.
So Mankato West here, trying to wrangle the puck there, but East has it. Nice shot on goal there. That'll be for number 3, Kaylee Eklund. That one passing around there, see if they can get something going. Grace Bowman has it. That shot to kind of knuckleballed in there. If somebody gets a stick on it, maybe get that redirect, that's going to be a very difficult shot to stop for the goaltender.
Yeah, the East has been crashing the net, and they've been getting shots on goal, and that's good to see. They wanting to start that, keep that rhythm in this game.
And East, like you mentioned, that shots on goal there is a nice job by the defense there, especially number 8, Bowman. That puck is kind of laying out in front of there, but as you mentioned, the shots on goal early on here, 11:50 left to play. Mankato East is right out on top, 6-1. It'll be 6-2 now after that shot there. But that, I mean, that's exactly the game plan that you want to go with.
Yeah, it looks like West has been really aggressive, especially in the corner, as they want to get control of it and get some shots on net.
Evie Johnson has it here, and that one's going to be knocked away. As it tries to get a little fancy there with the dangle move. That was 21 Keller. I mean, it just amazes me that, and we might have a potential breakaway there for a second. Looks like they're not going to get it. They're going to call icing on that, as unfortunately she was not able to beat the puck there. But, I mean, it just baffles me, and I'll probably bring this up a number of times, but I just think it's awesome here as we look at the replay. That shot on goal there from number 3, Eichen on that one. 8th grade. I mean, to me, that just baffles me that you're playing in a very good conference on the the varsity team out here, and you're not even in high school yet. That, for me, I think that's just amazing.
Yeah, it's great to see that there's young players that are making moves, and it's always great to see younger players working with older players.
And that's going to be a goal for Mankato West as they get the first one. That's the center, Molly Grunhofer, the freshman out there. Would definitely love to see it. The replay on that one is going to be fun to see. It looked like, I don't know if she dangled her out or if maybe just wasn't quite sure where the puck was. Very good opportunity. At first, I thought that Schreiber was able to stop it, but as we look at the replay here, just a quick little wrist shot to the bottom corner, and hockey's a game all about a game of angles. That's exactly what she did there.
Yeah, for sure. Gronhofer, she just made the most of that shot. She just dangled right around her, and that was a good move by her.
So Mankato West gets the first score of this game, 1-0. Let's see if East is able to answer. So Grunhofer gets the goal. Let's see who it's assisted by. And Langworthy's. So it looks like the assists are going to come from Langworthy and Crutch on this one. But nice job, you know, early on, a lot of games it's very important how you start. Obviously, how you want to finish the whole game is obviously extremely important, but how you can start can really determine on how you play the rest of the game.
Yeah, definitely. Both these teams want it very bad, and they're both, looks like they're out there running, and West putting one in. I'm sure East wants to answer back as fast as they can.
So McKenna Crush gets the shot there, trying to add one to her total, but that one is going to go wide of the net. West has it again, though. Another shot on goal. That one got tipped, though, so that will not go on that stat sheet there, but a nice opportunity nonetheless. Nice blocker save on that one by Schreiber. As a shot from Crouch was coming in. She's had a couple of those so far in this possession here. Oh, that one just about goes in the own net there. You definitely want to have your head on the swivel if you're the goaltender. Those ones can come in kind of sneaky there, and that's going to be an icing. So 9:27 left here in the first period. Scarlet got out to the 1-0 lead here on the goal from number 17, Molly Grunhofer. That'll be her 20th goal of the year. Fantastic year, and you're asking a lot from a freshman to be one of your top goal scorers. That one going to be wide of the net. Claire Johnson brings that up. The defenseman passes it back up, but it's immediately going to get taken away by this Mankato West team here. And we have another icing out here. So 7-5 are the shots on goal here in the first period. Guess some things, other things to point out as well. Number 11, Lindsay Hayes, the senior out here. 21 goals, 28 assists for 49 points. Let me add, this is now only her 24th game of the season, and she already has almost 50 points. I mean, that's unbelievable. That's
very impressive, especially when I saw the assist number. That's great. Just shows how much of a team player she is and a team leader for the West squad.
It's huge to be able to have those types of players that, you know, obviously being a center, you're going to expect a majority of the goals are going to come from that position. But it also shows here, let's see if East can get a potential shot on goal here. And they're not. That's going to be a little bit wide of the net. But it's always important to see those types of players that can not only get it on the goal scoring, but they can dish it out too. And that's, you know, shows the unselfish play here. I'll give you a second, yeah, and it looks like they're going to take that away. So I thought we might have a breakaway. It looks like we're not going to be able to. But how important is it to have those two-way type of players?
Oh, it's very important. Like, you always want your top goal scorers, but if you can work as a line and you can get passes to each other and even, you know, make plays right there and then, and you'll get a really strong full line and a full squad getting those goals and assists.
And that was a nice save there from Schreiber off of a shot from Lindsay Hayes. So it only would have been appropriate that obviously we just talk about her now that she scores the goal. That doesn't always work that way in the world of announcing, but you know, you take them when you can get them. Let's see if they can set up a play here. Looks like they will not be able to, as Stockman has that one. It is going to be pushed a little bit further away, so they're going to have to go back on the defense. A lot of dumping the puck back and forth here. It has been a pretty aggressive game so far in the first period. The shots on goals are very similar, 7-6. For Mankato East leads that category. But
yeah,
Bowman
I
has
was going to say, that's just another reason why these games are so fun to watch, because these teams are so close this year in stats and on the ice. It's very fun to watch them.
You know, and especially for how much, you know, these two teams, obviously that, you know, they'll see them twice a year, but it's always awesome to see how close just these games are in general. Obviously there is that rivalry there. You know, I mean, obviously, you were part of this. So is there more? Was there a hatred to both sides? Was it just a common thing? You know what? There are rivals. We got to play to another intensity. Or what kind of was it like for you?
Yeah, it's a common rivalry. It's that you look at the other team and you're like, well, they're from my same town, but we gotta bring it. We gotta come out with that just more intensity, and you really want the W on this one.
For both sides, nice slap shot there. That'll be from number 15, Adams. Bree Adams, a defense. 7 goals, 15 assists for her on the year. That was a nice pad save by Olson. So they're going to have to reset here. Claire Johnson has that one. Going to be passed up to number 2, Davis. That's going to be quickly taken away there.
Ooh.
And they are going to call a penalty on that one. I would assume tripping would be the call on that, as she did go down to the ice.
Yeah, and that was Maddie Davis who just drew the penalty, and she's an amazing player. She looks like she has 32 goals this season, 11 assists. She's one of those players that brings it every day. So it's great to see her out here playing.
And the penalty will go to number 5, Sunshine Langworthy. That will be tripping on the call. So that will be tripping. She will be in there for 2 minutes in the box. And you talked about that. Let's see if Mankato East can capitalize on this power play here, or let's see if the Mankato West penalty kill is even that much better. So Mankato East with the puck now in their possession, waving around. Eichen has it. Really getting around there. Let's see if she gets a shot on goal or passes it out here. Going around the ice, trying to set up a play. As you can see, the Mankato West defense isn't too aggressive on there as they're playing for the puck, and that's a nice glove save there from Sarah Olson. So when you're out there, on the power play, what's kind of, I mean, obviously you want to score. That's the ultimate goal. But what's, kind of the best formation or the best setup to do that? Are you more of try and set up the play to get an open path, or just kind of go right away and see what you can do?
You definitely want to set it up. You take advantage of having that extra time and space as a player, and you make good passes and set up something from the playbook and try to get a good shot on net and get it in.
Nice dump there by Mankato West, so that's going to kill some time off of the clock. 1 minute left here in the power play for the Cougars. Bringing around the back of the net, up center ice here. Out of a potential for an odd man rush there. Obviously did not come of it. Nice pass out there. The shot they're going to set up this play. Let's see if we can get one right there, and that one's just going to bounce away as Davis had the shot there. Wasn't quite on net though. Adams gets in the way of that one though, sets it up. Let's see what she can get going here. There's a Mankato West defense standing back, passes it back to Davis, back to her. That's going to be a nice blocker save, and that's going to bounce off. Kill a little bit more time on this power play, about 15 seconds left here with it. Adams with a nice slap shot. That one's going to be wide of the net. That's really what you ask your defenseman out there is. They like to call them those blue liners. Oh, he maybe had a potential opportunity there with Stockman right out there in front of the net, and that'll be the end of the penalty, end of the power play there. But a lot of times with your defensemen, the blue liners like to call them, but they have probably some of the hardest slap shots in the game, as it shows there, and we have a penalty here. Let's see what the call is. Adams has had a few of those though so far in this game. She's ripped a few of them off right there from the blue line. Unfortunately for that Mankato East team, it has not found the back of the net.
Yeah, Bree Adams is definitely a solid D player. She has a really great slap shot, and she even got a goal the other day. And if you just keep shooting from that outside point, especially during those power plays, then you are likely to get it in.
So let's see what the call on this penalty is here. Johnson will be going to the back of the net. We'll wait for the PA call on that. So now, right off of the power play, and now Mankato West has a power play of their own, so let's see how good this penalty kill is. Too many men on the ice is the call on that penalties. Some things like that, it's obviously, you don't want to happen because that's very preventable. Let's see if we can get a shot on goal here. That's going to bounce off of the chest of the goaltender, Schreiber. Another one, nice leg save, and that she's really smothering them up there. 3 phenomenal saves, back to back to back. She didn't have any time to set her feet. She just had to react, and she did that 3 straight times there.
Yeah, that was great by Schreiber. That was great footwork and making sure that she was right there, ready for all those shots on net.
And let's look at the replay here. The first one off of the chest, and that was the third one, excuse me, right there. That little wrist shot, tried to go top shelf, was not able to find the back of the net. So far, we're only 40 seconds into this power play for Mankato West, but they're getting some pretty good looks here. So let's see if East can adjust to it. And Bree Adams, just like we mentioned, she dumps that one down the other ice, is going to kill some more time on this penalty. So West with possession of it here. Lindsay Hayes has it, sets up a play. Up to the top of the key, off to the side of the key now. Now it's going to get dumped down again. So this is a very good little second half of this power play here, this penalty kill, excuse me, for the Cougars. Right away, they were able to attack and get those 3 shots back to back to back, but now they're doing a great job at killing that time.
Yeah, West is being very aggressive on this to try and take advantage of it, but East is doing a great job of killing it.
Mankato West with it here. Looks like that's going to be just a little bit too much on that one for a breakaway, unfortunately, but they could have a potential opportunity for a shot on goal, as that's number 21, Mckenzie Keller, was on that one. Really moving around the ice quick here.
Yeah, this is a great pace game.
Moving very quick. Besides those 2 penalties, too. Nice job there on the defense as well. Very good game so far from number 15, Adams. She's had a few shots on goal. And on the defense side, let's see. That's not going to be good. Nice shot, though, from Eichen on that one. She's also had a few opportunities early on in this first period as well. As that penalty is over, so now we're back to full strength on both sides here. 2:10 left to play in period number 1. Mankato West Scarlets out on top, 1-0, but the scoring opportunities have been abundant for both sides early on. So Mankato East now with the possession. They're gonna push that one down. They were past center ice, so no icing on the call there. Weiland had it, pass it around. Up along the boards now, a little scrum for the puck here. Passes it back out, Weiland has it. Mankato East was right there though, that dumped the puck back down. Let's see, Mankato's West is going to shoot the puck down to the other end. Let's see if they can get something going here on the east side of things. West setting up a play here. She had a potential, Weiland did, and look, that shot just kind of got swung in there. It did not hit on goal though. But Davis has a potential opportunity here, pass it back out. Weaving in and out of traffic, nice shot on goal, another nice shot. That one, I don't know if that got tipped or if it just missed. That was a very nice opportunity from Stockman, from the nice pass from Davis on that one. Scarlet with possession of the puck here. 1 minute left to play here in period number 1. Adams has it for the Cougars. Taking it up herself. She may just rip this one out. Nice little wrist shot there. Bounced away. Nice clear by the defense on that one, though. Those pucks that sit right out there in front of the goaltender might have an opportunity here for Stockman. Not quite, as Scarlets will retain possession. You never know with those ones that hit right out of the glove that just drop right in front of them. That's really when you got to be on your toes if you're the defense here.
Yeah, for sure. You don't want to have anyone poking the rebound, so they got to be on their toes for that.
So scrum for the puck along the boards here. Players falling down. There will be no call there, as well as both sides. Nice little knuckleball shot there. That was from number 5, Sunshine Langworthy, who spent some time in the penalty box early on in this game for a tripping penalty, 2 minutes there. So we'll have to see if she can be a big factor in this game, as she really has been the whole year. As looking at that replay, that was a nice opportunity on that end for both sides here, as they've had some chances here to try and get these to go in. Maybe about 7 seconds left. Let's see if the Scarlets can get a shot off on goal here. Maybe the East can try and push something up. And that'll be the end of the first period. So after one, the Mankato West Scarlet are out on top, 1-0, heading into this first intermission here. So far, first period thoughts. What'd you think about that?
That was a great paced game. You can tell both teams come out with all the intensity they got. Both teams are really close, shots on goal. Cougars 13, West 10. And I'd like to see how they come out for the second period. I'm sure it's going to be great.
And we will head into this first intermission. The Scarlets out on top, 1-0. Join us back here for the second period shortly. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the start of the second period here between the Mankato East Cougars and the Mankato West Scarlet. Well, we saw one goal scored, but a lot of shots on goal for both sides. What's the biggest thing that you took away from that first period?
I took away that both teams really wanted. There's such a high intensity just to start off the game. There was some penalties in there, but even then they were getting in the corners and being aggressive, and I'm guessing they're going to look just for more shots on net and just try to get one in.
That's exactly what you have to do here, and I guess if you are Mankato East, you have a ton of time left. You have the whole second period, whole third period, but you want to start off. You want to start off fire in the second period to see what you can do. So do you think they're going to look for a certain player to try and get that goal for them, or you think they'll try and make it more of a team-balanced effort?
I'm sure they're going to try a balanced effort, just try to work together to get one in, but I would look for key players like Madison Davis or Mckenzie Keller to take the lead and pound one in.
Bree Adams also another name, too, that's been having a pretty good day. As a defenseman on the offensive side of things, she's been holding her own for sure. So here you are, the start of the second period here. Mankato East trying to go right away here and get something going. The shot will get blocked. That was from Canstrup on that one for this Cougar team. So the puck bouncing around now, trying to get somewhat of a solid possession here. Madison Davis had possession of that. They're going to pass it around here. Bowman is pretty open on the top of the ice. Let's see if they get something going. And I don't know if that hit off of the goalie or what, but that was like a very good opportunity on that one right there. Davis having possession again. It looks like that one maybe hit off of the skate of a Scarlet on that one. Try and say that 10 times fast. Mankato West now with it. We have a little bit of a mini scrum here along the side by the benches here. Trying to pick it up and get it going. West dumps that one down to get a little bit of a line change here. Get some fresh legs out there on the ice. East has it here. That's going to be number 10, Claire Johnson, that passes it out over to Eichen, who's had a very solid game in this one as well. She's had a few shots on goal, some opportunities to get something going for her team here. Right now, they're just trying to get it out because this Mankato West team is really pressing hard here. So Eichen with it. Give it to Johnson. Over the top of the ice, tried to flip that around. Was number 4 to Evie Johnson. West has it though. Looks like the pass is going to get tipped there. Eichen has it. Trying to dangle around some players here. And Mckenzie Keller, that was the pass to her, was a little bit off of the sticks there as she's not quite able to reel that one in. If she is, she's going to have a very good opportunity to get something going here. So let's see if the Scarlets can push this around behind the back of the net, up the side of the boards. East now. Can she get the shot on goal from Keller? No, she does not. It looks like her stick maybe got tipped on that one. Was able to push it away. West has it now. Trying to get something going. That's Croce with it. Had in one of the people that had an assist on the first goal. That shot is going to be wide of the net. Assist on the first goal that came from number 17, Gernhofer. And a nice shot on goal, but an even better save on this one. So 14 shots on goal to 10 in favor of these Cougars team. This Cougars team, excuse me here. So the puck is going to be set up here along the Mankato West side as we look at this replay here. Nice shot from the top of the key that came from Adams. She's had a few of those opportunities in this one and has played a very solid job on defense as well.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if Adams got one in today. She's had some really solid shots from the point. She is always ready for them.
So, you know, when you were down there, I don't know if you got a chance to play with her or not. A lot of times we see with defensive players, they kind of lean towards more than one way than another. You know, either with it being more on the defensive side of things, kind of back off on offense, does defensive stuff, but is really proficient on offense. What is she more towards?
Bree Adams is like a very well-rounded D. She's very defensive. She's great. She holds the line amazing. You can always trust her, but she also is not afraid to step up and take an aggressive shot or take it up and take control of the puck.
That's important to have for sure here, as let's see, Davis might have a potential shot, but that one is going to get ticked away there by the defense for the Scarlet. Might have another opportunity there as the goalie Olson had to make a nice save on that one to scoot that puck away. So let's see what they're able to do here. They aren't going to call tripping on that one. No call on that. Davis has it though, passes it up to center of the ice. That one's going to be intercepted by the Mankato West team. But right before, East picks it back up again with Adams. Nice stick handling ability there. See if she can dump it off to someone to get an opportunity. She might just take it herself. Shot, that's a goal! Top of the shelf. Well, without further ado, Bree Adams, funny how it works that way, just talks about her, gets the nice goal. At first, I don't know about you, but I thought she was going to look for the pass there. The pass was never there. As we look at the replay here, she got a nice shot.
Yeah, for sure. She looked for the pass, but she just decided to take herself. I'm not surprised at all. Like I said, she's a solid player, and she knows when to take control of it and take that good shot of hers.
Sometimes you just have to take those matters in your own hands. You don't expect that a lot of times from your defense, but as you mentioned, she's not afraid to take those shots, and right there, she had the wide open lane, so why not? And it paid off for a very high percentage shot as well. They might get another one here very shortly here. That one is going to be taken away. Bowman has it. That's going to be hit along the boards. So it's going to be an unassisted goal. That will be for Bree Adams. A very nice opportunity, like we mentioned, for her. Trying to wrangle in the puck here. That'll be Keller with it. Takes it up the center of the ice. It's going to be passed away to Bowman, but now they're both going to try and go for it. Here, Bowman takes a little bit of a spill. Keller with a little bit of the big hit there. She can hit with the best of them, folks. Don't let the grade that she's in fool you. She definitely knows what she's doing out there.
Yeah, she's definitely not afraid to get down there and be aggressive.
So she had another opportunity here for East, as that's going to be Eccles with it. Doesn't get a clean shot on goal. That one's going to be hit around there by a couple of the players. So let's see if the Scarlet can get something going here. They scored very, very early on in this second period. So we'll have to see if they're able to get something. Very nice glove. If I were to play hockey as a goaltender, obviously I think that's probably one of the hardest positions to play in all of sports, number one. Number two, to be able to make those types of saves are a huge reason why. I mean, when you have those players that are screening the goalie, it just baffles me each and every time that they're able to locate where the puck is and be able to get a very nice save on it.
Yeah, it's definitely crucial for goalies like them to have great eye coordination and be able to save those.
Let's see a little bit of a breakaway opportunity there. Nice job by the defense, and they're going to count that as a good goal for Mankato West. As the goaltender, Schreiber, did get taken out on that one, so they're going to give the goal to Lindsay Hayes. That'll be her 21st of the year. We'll have to see if this one stands, though, as there was some contact with the goaltender. It just depends on when that contact came. As we're looking at the replay here, man, that's tough.
Yeah, you have to definitely
really
look at the ceiling camera shot to see that, if that's in.
There's no doubt that the puck crossed that red line there. It's just a matter of, one, was the post taken off? When was it taken off? And when was the goalie hit, too?
Yeah, those ones are tough ones to call. Just have to see what the ref says.
And looking at the overhead view is the best view that we're going to get here on this one. It was just kind of tipped in, but the puck just stayed with Schreiber on that one as she went in. I don't know. What do you think from looking at it? Do you think this is a good goal or no?
That one's super tough to tell because it looks like it was underneath Schreiber's body, and I can't tell if it was still under her and didn't cross the line before the contact, or I guess we'll just have to see what the refs decide because honestly to me that one's really close. That one's hard to tell.
And it looks like it's going to be a good goal here, and they might look at this one more time. I mean, you're right. That puck is sitting right under there, right under the abs. I mean, it's so hard to tell. And it looks like that's going to be a good goal. So Lindsay Hayes gets the goal for this Mankato West team. And as soon as they lose the momentum, they get it right back. So a couple of unassisted goals on both sides here, as she gets her 22nd goal of the year and now her 50th point on the year as well. Very, very fantastic season from Lindsay Hayes, the senior. Nice shot on goal there. That one's going to be stopped by Schreiber on this one. Excuse me, that was Olson that made the save on that. That goal, that was extremely difficult to see. I mean, with the puck, it's so hard to tell where it is. You know, when the net came off of the hinges there. You know, obviously the refs have a much better view than we do up here. And you know, that's why we are up here, because they're the ones making the calls. But that was a very, very good job there on officiating on that one.
Yeah, with tough calls like that, and when you're out there playing, you got to take it as it is, what they say, and just you want to go back out there and answer to it that much more.
The biggest things in sports is to be able to control what you can control. And, you know, you're not always going to be able to control what the referee does, what the referee says. You just have to go out there and keep playing your game. You know, don't complain, don't, shake your head, do all that. Just keep playing your game and control what you're able to control. And sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. It's a little scrum for the puck in the corner here. Bowman has this one, passes it back out. Was looking for Keller, was not there. But she did pick that one up. Johnson has that, passes it back out to Eichen. Eichen with it in the corner. Excuse me, on the side there. Looks like they're going to get the offsides on this one here. So 9:36 left to play. And another look at that goal again here. I mean, that's just so tough to tell. I guess looking at that now, you kind of can see that puck sneak past the line. But again, that's so close. That's so close. I guess you need inconclusive evidence for it to get overturned, and it looks like it's not inconclusive enough for them. So Mankato East Cougars have possession of the puck here. They had it for a couple seconds. Now West picks it back up. They regain possession of it. Stockman dumped that one back behind the Cougar net. Claire Johnson with that, passing it back around here. It's going to be number 27, Emma Eccles, with it. Just had some ice time in this one. Has a shot on goal early on in the second period. So with that going around here, Mankato East team, 17 shots on goal to 11. They've been getting those opportunities. They just haven't been able to fall for them so far. And a nice shot on goal. That one's going to be saved by the goaltender Schreiber on that one. It'll be their 12th shot on goal for them. Let's see, they're going to try and get a quick odd man rush here. Looks like they're not going to be able to get that off. Nice opportunity, though, nonetheless. Madison Davis was able to reel that one in. Unfortunately, was not able to get the clean shot on goal. Well, just like that, they get and tie the game up right away. A thriller of a game. I'm going to have to look at the replay of this one. At first, Madison Davis got the shot. It wasn't quite there, but followed her shot again and got the shot on goal here. As you look at the replay on that, Davis was off of just a bad pass from the Scarlet. They were able to get it top shelf.
Yeah, Madison Davis definitely took advantage of that. They have had so many opportunities, and just getting down there and getting a nice shot off, just you never know what's going to get in, and they did. So it's a good answer.
So Davis, that will be, folks, that will be her 33rd goal of the year. In 25 games, 33 goals. That's unbelievable.
It is. It really is unbelievable. She's an outstanding player. She's definitely a very big, important part of the Cougar squad. She's a leader on and off the ice, that's for sure.
So Davis ties the game up here in 2. Right now, 2-2 game, getting that quick goal then to tie things back up. Momentum, does either side have it, one side to the other, or is it kind of just floating in the air? So what do you think?
I still think it's floating in the air, honestly. Both teams keep answering to each other, and the shots on goal are still very close. I think that both teams are going to keep the momentum up, and we'll just have to see how this game goes. It's been interesting and close. So.
Well, we're definitely in the making for a fantastic finish already. 2-2 here in period number 2. 8 minutes left to play in this second period. So Mankato West with the puck here. You know they want to answer right back to what they were able to do on the Adams goal early on here in the second period. So the Scarlet has it. Trying to pass the puck around now. East has possession of it. It'll be number 4, Evie Johnson. See if she can get an opportunity. It doesn't look like it though, as they kind of smother her right away. Passing along the side of the boards now, passing it out. That's going to be tipped by the goaltender, Schreiber. Excuse me, Olson. Mankato West having possession of this here. They had a quick opportunity there. Evie Johnson's going to push that one away quick though. Maybe a potential opportunity there they had. Kaylee Eichen had a potential opportunity. I say that as they got to stick in there and knock that one away. Very, very quick though. West has it now. Trying to get something going, smothered along the side of the boards as that defense really collapsed on her right away. Let's see if we can get the shot on goal here. They will not. Passing around, trying to get something going there. They had a potential opportunity there. That one's going to get taken away, however, with that. So Mankato East with the possession of it. She's going to fall down. No call on that. I think she was maybe looking for an elbow or something on there, but is not going to get it. But they will get this icing here on this one. 18-12 are the shots on goal. 6:32 left to play here in period number 2. Has there already been any big surprises for you, any shocks, or kind of what you expected for this type of game?
Basically what I expected. Solid players are doing what they're usually doing in these games, but it's always fun just seeing these rival games again. I keep expecting to see more goals and stuff from other players too. There's solid lineups for both teams. Also Sydney Canstrip from East is a great asset, as well as Hannah Rigdon. And Teely Crosh and Hannah Weiland from West are also great players.
So potential opportunity there. Eccles maybe had it. I'm not sure she was quite able to locate the puck. Johnson's going to go back, and they're going to get the icing on this one. So another stoppage of play here with 5:58 left. She's a keeper. That's the sign that the fans have there for her. I'm assuming that's for, I don't know, you think that's for Schreiber or for Olson? Number 30,
looks
so
like for Olson.
Looks like for Sarah Olson on that one. You gotta love the fan support that comes out here, obviously for both schools. As big as this rivalry is, you know it's gonna be a good game. Not so much on the ice, but also in the stands too. You get a lot of that rivalry going.
Yeah, it's great seeing the student sections come out as well as all of the parents. It's really good, great atmosphere down here in downtown.
That shot there, I don't know if it got tipped, knuckled in a little bit, but a nice save nonetheless from Olson on that one. So East having possession here. A little bit of a wrist shot. That's going to get tipped in, and that's going to be a goal. Well, as a goaltender, it's one of the hardest things to do. Exhibit A for that goal right there. A nice shot that got tipped, redirected into the top of the net. That's got to be one of the toughest shots to try and stop as a goaltender.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do there as a goaltender. That was just great playing by the Cougar squad, just being right there and tipping it in. That's just what they wanted to do, and that's what they got.
So that goal is going to go to number 9, Hannah Rigdon. It looks like Emily Scholes will probably be getting the assist on that one. Phenomenal play, though. When I first saw that, I thought maybe she was trying to go for the pass, maybe for the bottom shelf for the goal, but she was able to get that off. The pass got redirected. And as a goaltender, sometimes you just have to throw. You just got to throw your pads up there and hope for the best on plays like that, because it's so hard to try and adjust that quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a really aggressive and fast play by the Cougars. It was great. So it's hard to stop those. Like Sarah Olson is a great goaltender, but those ones you can't do much about that.
Nice wrist shot. That one's going to be hit away though. unfortunately for the East. A potential another opportunity, and another wrist shot there is going to go wide of the net. So Rigdon, that'll be her second point of the game. She had an assist on the Madison Davis goal. Now a goal of her own. A very, very nice day for the left winger for this Cougars team. Still having possession of it, really pressing on, and that one's going to bounce away though. Nice save from Olson on that one.
Yeah, Olson's really getting peppered with shots. She's doing a great job keeping it out of the net.
There'll be icing on the call there. As you look at some of the fans here in this game, 3-2 is our score with 4:23 left to play. It's been an electric second period here for both of these squads as they're able to get those opportunities to go. Right now, you know, I want to kind of stay away from giving momentum to either side, as that one snuck around there is going to be blocked. If I had to say, I think East definitely has the momentum right now, but we've seen multiple times already how quickly that can change.
Yeah, for sure. East is just controlling it completely right now, but like we said, that this game is really close, and we both know that each team is out there for the W, so we'll just have to see what happens in this period.
And West taking it up the side of the ice there. That one's going to get taken away. Nice job there by the defense for this Mankato East team, though, as right away, nice save from the goaltender Schreiber on that one. An absolute wicked wrist shot. Was not able to get the flashy glove save, but it did tip off the glove nonetheless. Phenomenal save on that one by Schreiber. So we get a line change here for this Cougars squad. It's passed around there, and unfortunately you can't do that. Bad place at the bad time there, as she was getting off the ice, and it hit her skate as she was getting off there. So 21 shots on goal. At some point, I think it was going to cash in for this Mankato East team. Early on in the first period and in the second period, they were getting a lot of shots on goal. Unfortunately, none of them are falling in for them. And then now 3 goals here in the second period alone. So it just shows you just got to keep chipping away, and eventually, as good as Olson's been this year, she's going to break down, and that's kind of what they're doing in this game so far.
Yeah, for sure. They're definitely picking up that momentum after getting so many opportunities. They're getting them in, and they just keep being hungry for more.
So West with possession of it here, trying to get it past center ice with an option to score. They're not going to be able to get that right now here. Let's see if they pass it around, create a play, and get something going. Looks like right as that happened, though, these teams swallowed it up, though. They do have possession at the top. That's going to go behind the net here. Nice job on the fence. Maybe a potential shot on goal. That's going to be wide of the net. She was going for that bottom right corner there, and it was wide open, too. That's a very difficult shot, however, coming from one side and basically kind of throwing your stick around, wrapping around to the other side. It's not an easy play.
Yeah, you never know if those wraparounds are going to go in or not, so you'll see those down in the corner a lot for sure during these types of games.
So let's see what happens here on this one. West with possession of it here. Center ice, passing it to Pelasati. That one quickly is going to get taken away from this Cougars team. And that's going to be icing on the call. 2:11 left to play here in period number 2. Our shots on goal are 21-13 in favor of this Cougars squad, also out on top. 3-2. Let's look at the replay on that wraparound there. It looks like it did not miss the post from that much there. A lot of times as a goaltender, the post can be your best friend or it can be your worst enemy. In that case, obviously, it didn't hit it. So sometimes that can be kind of frustrating when you think you make a good play on it. Sometimes it sneaks by and you get lucky and it'll bounce off the other direction. But
yeah, you never know which way it's going to bounce for sure. So the goalies always have to be on their toes with those.
Yep. Mankato East with possession of the puck here, going around the right side of the board. Davis, a great job of really getting that burst of speed to get around, to get something to happen here. That one's going to be dumped off to the other end. We're going to stay here behind the net. See if something happens on this one. Mankato West taking it up side of the ice, though. Is that one, I believe, did not get tipped, so they will get the icing on this. Minute 21 left to play here in period number 2. Very back and forth game. 3-2 is our score. with the Cougars out on top. So I guess some quick takeaways here from this second period. What do you like so far?
I love how both teams are just keep getting more and more shots on net. They're still pretty close for shots on net, both of them. And I'm really looking forward to see how they come out in this third period rejuvenized and with all their effort that they've been giving to see how strong they are.
That was a nice play on the defense. Looked like number 17, Grundhofer, was the one that knocked that puck away. Have a very nice potential opportunity for them. 1 minute remaining here in period number 2. Tried to dangle around, couldn't quite get something going here. Potential rush here for the last seconds. They can get something going here. 45 seconds here in the second period. Nice pass out. Passes it back herself. Is going to take that. Is going to be swung on to the other directions. It's going to kill a little bit more time here in the second period, as the West might potentially have one more rush up this ice, and now vice versa. That's going to be an icing call. I think this is a very, very big face-off here. 24 seconds left to see if you can get, you know, kind of just. Sometimes you want to, obviously you want to stick to your game plan, but sometimes you just have to throw the puck up there just to see. So we'll see if either of these teams can get that.
Yeah, if either of these teams can get it to the net and get some rebounds or get a good shot off, then it can be a tie game maybe.
So West did win that possession. 20 seconds left here in the second period. Let's see if they can get something going. They're going to have to make this push here. Go up the left side of the ice. She's going to try and weave in and out of traffic. That one's just going to bounce away, and she's going to cover that one up with 7.4 seconds left here in period number 2. Very good game on both sides. You know, offensively, obviously, it's been pretty electric this period, but there's been some very nice defensive plays as well.
Yeah, both offensive just keep upping up their game, and the D's have been completely solid. They're holding their own for sure.
Let's see who can get this face off. East is going to have that, so they'll just maintain possession of it and kill in the final few seconds here. So that will be the end of the second period, and an electric, high-scoring second period. Mankato East retook the lead there, 3-2. 21-15 are the shots on goal. A very, very exciting game, folks, as we head to the second intermission, getting ready for the third period. Join us back shortly for that. Gentlemen, and welcome back to the third period of action here between the Mankato West Scarlets and the Mankato East Cougars. As you look at some of the highlights there from some of the goals here in the first two periods, very, very back and forth game. Is that something you kind of expect in this third period too?
Yeah, I expect both teams to just be just as aggressive and just as fast as they have in the last two periods, but maybe more, you know, keep getting more shots on net and just amping up that intensity to see where this game takes them.
So we are at the start of the third period. Cougars out on top, 3-2 over the Scarlets. Shots on goal, 21-15. While this game is everything that it had advertised, two rivals going up against each other. There really hasn't been one favorite, one that's really gone further than the other. Like you said, they've been right there into it. So if you're Mankato West, what do you have to do to get back into this game?
You just got to keep getting shots on net. Schreiber's a solid goalie, but if you can get in there and get some rebounds or get a really solid breakaway, then they can get right back in it.
And what about on the Mankato East side of things to kind of keep this league or potentially even build on it? What do they have to do?
They're going to definitely want to keep being very offensive and keep getting more shots on net, but they're also going to have a solid D and be ready for those odd bounces off the boards and getting back and protecting their goalie.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what both sides are able to do here in this one. And now we have the start of the third period. So let's see if either side attacks more than the other. It'll be interesting to see nonetheless. Mankato East with possession of it, quickly gets dumped back into the zone. You know, also I think on the defensive side of things, on the offensive side of things for Mankato East, you got to be willing to get more. Obviously, you have the lead 3-2, but that can get away very quick. So you've got to keep putting the foot on the gas pedal and add more.
Yeah, the Cougars are going to want to keep being hungry for those shots on net and get a solid 2-goal lead maybe, not be feeling so much pressure being just 1 goal off.
And a lot of that pressure gets taken off of your goaltender Schreiber, too, if you are able to get a little bit more of a comfortable lead right now, too. Let's see if they can get something going here. They're getting a potential shot on goal. The puck kind of was skipping in there, so she wasn't quite able to reel that one in, unfortunately, for the Scarlet. See if they can get it going. And that's going to be tripping on the call there, I believe, for this team. So that's only the third penalty here in this one for either side. And that's going to be going on for the Cougars. Number 3 Icon on that one. So we'll have to see if they're able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, the Cougar penalty kill is really solid. That's what kept them safe last game, but we'll have to see if West is able to get one in with this power play, take advantage of it.
It'll be important to see what they're able to do out here for sure. A lot of games can be won or lost depending on how good your PK unit is. And from what you're saying, it sounds like they've got one of the better ones out there. So this is going to be important to see who's able to take control of it here. So he's trying to add that on there. That's going to be a goal. Oh, it's not? Okay. Well, a little bit of a premature shot there for myself. And I don't know if that hit off the post or something, but.
Yeah, no, I thought that was in too. I thought that was a snipe right to the corner.
I'm sure whenever we get the time, we'll have to check the replay on that one. But nonetheless, it is still a 3-2 game. Just about jumped out of my seat. I thought it was 4-2, but not quite. So West with possession of it now. East quickly retains that. They're going to just shoot that one down behind the goaltender. Get a line change on both sides here. Get some fresh legs out there on the ice.
Yeah, the Cougars are being really aggressive on this PK for sure, and I think that's what they need to keep doing in this game to keep their intensity up, even if they're trying to kill it.
You don't want to become complacent out there because that's when the other team starts to pick that up, and then they're able to take advantage of that real quick. Nice save there on that one. 33 seconds left here on the Scarlet's power play. Nice job so far on the defensive side of things for this Cougars team. They might have a potential, could have made a potential shot there, but they're going to dump it nonetheless. Smart play, kill some more time off of that power play. 14.5 minutes left here to play in the third period. So that one, her stick is stuck there under her. She's not quite able to do much, but that's going to be the end of the Mankato West power play as they are now at full strength. Still maintaining that 3-2 lead here as it was just about 4-2. Let's see what happens here. The Cougars trying to chase that one down. There's a little bit of a scrum behind the net. Schreiber trying to pick it up there, and that one just kind of snuck out in front of the net, but it's going to be pushed away. Get an opportunity here around the center ice. Not going to get it there. A couple players bump into each other, though, as it's not going to be to much avail as that one is hit away as well. East has a potential opportunity here. It's going to be very difficult to get a shot off. I'm sure Davis going to be looking for the pass there. I'm not sure she was. I think she was trying to get that all by herself. Like you mentioned during our downtime here, if she has to, she'll take the game into her own hands.
Yeah, Davis is a very aggressive player, and she's not scared to take it up and get a shot on net and see who can get a rebound or she can stuff it in there herself. 33
goals on the year. You definitely have to be aggressive, that's for sure. So the shot is going to be tipped. It's going to go off to the side there behind the net as you go up the side of the ice. That one's going to hit off of the skate of one of the Mankato East players here. Along the boards, they bring it up. As that one is hit around the center. It's not going to be picked up, though. Let's see if the East player can get to it before this Scarlet is able to. Puck's pushed around now, around the right side of the ice. Going up. They're kind of smothering her along the boards. It's something they've definitely been picking up on this game so far, as they're eliminating those opportunities to get those side of the ice rushes down the ice, as they've had a couple players go in there and try and smother and then just take away those passing lanes.
Yeah, the Scarlets have been really on top of their game on that, on eliminating the players going right down the middle and getting them to the outside to eliminate shots on Olson.
So Johnson has it there, trying to dangle around there, and that's going to crash into the net. That's going to be a stoppage there, as Johnson did a great job of maintaining that possession there. Unfortunately, not able to get the shot on goal here. But let's look at that here, as this is potentially going to be the shot on goal that was not. Oh, man. That is extremely close. Going back to talking about how the post can be your best friend. Got a little bit of the post, a little bit of the crossbar on that one, but it shot out, just about shot back end, then going back on the other end too. Very, very fortunate is this Mankato West team that one did not go in. I mean, you're talking about inches there.
Yeah, those are crucial shots. You never know which way those ones are going to bounce, so those will make or break a game sometimes.
Well, we didn't get the first one, but we do get that one there, as I believe that one went 5-hole for this Mankato East team here. They're going to jump back out to that 4-2 lead, get that momentum back. As you see, all of the fans there pretty hyped along the edge, all waving to the camera out there on the top. So we'll have to take a look at that replay, but they're really starting to pull away now as we check this out. Well, nothing much than a simple wrist shot to the bottom corner. I thought maybe they got 5-hole. Oh, did get 5-hole, so I was right on that one.
Yeah, that was a solid
nice
5-hole shot by Rigdon, just getting it in and getting a shot on net. Never know if it's going to go in or not.
And standing on her head in the net to make a stop there. So Rigdon gets her second goal of the game, as that one's bouncing around now. Rigdon now 2 goals and an assist on this one so far. Potential early favorites for player of the game if the score still stands this way, you think?
Yeah, for sure. She's been having a great game. The 2 goals, that just shows how much she came out here with that intensity and that drive to get them in the net.
So Rigdon will have her 9th and 10th goal of the season, adding her total points to 15 on the year. So a very nice day for sure from her. It's always important on both sides of things, offense and defense. Obviously, offense, if you have your main players, your main players are going to be getting a lot of your goals and scoring opportunities, which is what you want. But also, they can't do it all by themselves. They need a nice supporting act behind there, and that's exactly what this Mankato East team is doing. Davis had the goal early on to give her 33rd goal of the year, but the defenseman Adams gets a goal. Rigdon now has 2, so it just shows how important it is to have that nice depth.
Yeah, not just depending on 1 or 2 players, but having that full squad that with the multiple positions that have that strong shooting ability just really shows how well-rounded a team can be.
10.5 minutes left to play here in period number 3. A little bit of a miscue, though. Not entirely sure if Schreiber saw where that one was, but fortunately for the Cougars, it's not going to matter too much, as now they're going to have to maintain possession here, as this West team is really pressing to try and make something happen on the offensive side of things. Defense doing a very good job, however. Scarlets with that. Well, I believe as Stockman sees where that puck is, she's going to have a pretty good scoring opportunity. Unfortunately, she kind of got turned around on that one. So let's see what happens here. Puck around center ice. She's going to get a shot on goal. That one's going to be wide right of the net, as she got a very good look on that one, but was not able to find the back of the net with that one. Another job here. Let's see if she dumps that one down. Looks like she's going to go for a scoring opportunity. That's number 3, Eichen on that one. Bounce around. That one's not going to go in. A little bit of a scrum in front of the net here. Let's see if she can get this one out again. It looks like they're going to set up the play. Eichen came extremely, extremely close to getting a goal on that one.
Yes, the Cougars have great control right now. They've been just getting so many shots on Olson. I would not be surprised to see if there's another scrum like that in front of the net if they can get one in.
And momentum, without a doubt, on the side of this Mankato East team as they just added their their fourth goal here, now making it a 2-goal lead, 4-2 with 9 minutes left to play here. Might be a 3-goal lead as that one's going to hit off of the skate of one of the Scarlets players here. So now they're really going to have to start pressing, but first they got to maintain possession of that, and it's going to start with that cover from the goaltender, Olson. A lot of those goals, you know, the goals that Olson has given up, they've been from very, very good angles, as we see here, that scrum right out there in front of the net. Nice job for Olson to just stay strong in the net. You know, a couple of them is just, sometimes those best angles are the ones that are going to beat you. I mean, it's not going to matter how well you play on it. Sometimes you just get beat.
Yeah, no matter how great of a goal scorer, those angles are really hard to get, and she's been doing a great job blocking those, and even with that scrum, staying in position and making sure that no rebounds got in.
8.5 minutes left to play here in the third period. Shots on goal 26-18 in favor of the Cougars. In the corner here. A couple Scarlets and the Cougars with that. That's going to be a shot on goal, I believe. Maybe hit the side of the net, as that one's going to be waffle boarded off the side. Going to bring it up to the net here. Let's see if they can get something going, this Scarlet team, and they just are not able to maintain possession of it. This East team is doing a very good job at getting their scoring opportunities, but also knowing that, oh, and that one bounces around. That could have been really bad. But also knowing, too, that when they have to play back and stay on defense, they're doing a great job, and this third period is a prime example of that. Now 8 minutes left to play here. In this one here, 18 shots on goals for this Mankato West team. Early on, they really weren't getting those shots on goals to the velocity that Mankato East was able to, but they were still able to get those goals scored. You know, at what point in the game do you abandon, I guess abandon maybe isn't the right word, but kind of go away from your game plan and really start to focus on, okay, now we just have to get shots on goal. When you're down 2, at what point in the game do you do that?
Basically, you'll feel the pressure from the other team. Usually you're 2 down, and you're like, well, I need to get back up, and we need to get this to a tie game. So you're just all you do is just shots on net, shots on net, shots on net. Just get those rebounds, crashing the net hard, so you can try to get it back up and get into the game again.
Is there any panic that sets in with that, or is it just more of, you know, we just got to get shots on goal?
It's just a collective team group effort, just getting shots on net, you know, working it and making sure that your D is strong, but then amping up that offensive intensity.
Olson with a nice save on that one prior to that pass that goes wayward off to the boards. This East team, I mean, you can even see on the line change there how much they're pressing. That's number 21, Mckenzie Keller on that one. No names in the stat sheet for her tonight as of yet, but a lot of those intangibles that aren't on the stat sheet is kind of what she's been bringing to the ice today, as that one's going to be shot off of the shoulder pad there. Nice save by Olson, but Keller, a great job at doing kind of those hustle plays that may not show up in the score sheet.
Yeah, she hasn't got one on in the stats yet, but she's been making great plays, especially down the corner, crashing, being aggressive. Even like you said, on the line change out there by herself.
So let's see if this West team can get something going. It's been a little bit of a struggle for them these past 4 or 5 minutes. About 6:15 left to play here in period number 3. The East team is just they're not letting up. And another shot on goal. And that one's bouncing around there. Nice job to stay strong in the net by Olson. This team now, well, at one point, folks, don't let the stats fool you. At one point, this was a very close game with the shots on goal. Now, as you see in the third period, East is really starting to pull away from that. 31-18 is the shots on goal.
Yeah, we were talking.
No, go ahead.
We were talking about the beginning of the period, how both teams are talking about the intensity, and East is just really taking advantage of that and got into a rhythm. So it's going to be tough for West to get back, but they'll just have to keep being just as aggressive.
Well, I mean, for as many shots that Olson has seen tonight, she's done a very, very solid job in net and being able to stop those opportunities. The defense in front of her has kind of been breaking down a little bit so far this third period. Maybe fatigue setting in. Maybe it's another win from this Mankato East team that keeps pressing. But Olson has done a very good job. Don't let the 4 goals fool you by any means. But she's been doing a very solid job in that tonight. Let's see, a nice dangle around there. Nice save in the net. Andrea Schreiber went to full extension on that one to make the save. You had an absolutely phenomenal opportunity, a phenomenal shot, phenomenal move. Let's look at the replay on this one again. I mean, full extension to get that. You know, I mean, if you're this Mankato East team, nothing's going your way. I mean, that's a phenomenal opportunity, phenomenal deke move to get out there, another nice glove save. But just sometimes the goaltending is just that much better. And Schreiber had a phenomenal save on that one.
Yeah, that was a great save by Schreiber because Lindsay Hayes came up with all the intensity she got. It was a great move, but Schreiber just shows that skill she has as a goalie.
And it's really, intriguing to see, too. For the most part this period, she hasn't had to do a whole lot. It's been a lot of the defense and the offense in front of her that's been doing a lot. So it's great to see that even with her sitting out there, that's going to be a penalty for tripping. That's going to come back. Even with the defense in front of her, she's still making plays when they need her to. So going to the penalty box for Mankato West, looks like will be number 11, Lindsay Hayes. They're going to get tripping on the call for this one. Yeah, as that was pretty blatant there for sure.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have to see now how they do killing this and see if East takes advantage of it and tries to build their lead even more.
And that's going to be another goal. It's kind of funny how that works, Shoshana. You talk about getting a goal, and that's happened about 3 more times tonight, that it sneaks right in there at the back of the net. So it's a power play goal, but they were not on the power play for very long here. Let's just look at the replay. I mean, that puck was just sitting there, kind of almost pinned between her skate and the post. And I just kept batting at it. Keller gets a goal. So we talked about how Keller, not in the score sheet, gets another goal. That's going to be her 12th of the year.
Yeah, that just shows how crashing the net, just trying to push in that shot really pays off, especially for a player like Keller who's always very aggressive. She's down there and gets it in.
So that'll be now a 5-2 lead here. Unassisted goal. That's the 3rd unassisted goal we've seen in this game. A lot of times, we talk about players, taking matters into your own hands. Obviously, you want to get the team involved. But sometimes your best look is the ones you can create from yourself. Now, that's a 3rd unassisted goal we've seen there. And that one was very impressive. The puck was just sitting there. I don't know if Olson saw it or not. Maybe she did, and she tried to stay strong there, but Keller just kept poking at it. And right back with a goal of their own. Mankato West gets one now. Goes top shelf, or Grandma keeps the cookies on that one. Makes it a 5-3 game there on that one.
Yeah, you could definitely tell West wanted to answer that very badly, and they did. So we'll just have to see if they keep building that lead or if East just makes their defense that much stronger.
So I'll have to, the replay on that one, I think it was just a shot on goal, and it just tipped up under the pads of the goaltender Schreiber on that one. So it's now a 5-3 game. And this is exactly the exact moment where you want to start answering back. So Hayes gets her 2nd goal of the game. Langworthy gets the assist on that one. So Hayes now, that'll be her 22nd and 23rd goal of the year, putting her point total up to 51. So she is having an outstanding year, and it just continues in this game. 4:10 left to play, down 2. What are you doing now if you're the coach?
Right now, if you're the coach, you're just telling your players to keep the intensity up and keep getting shots on net, because that's what's going to make or break the game, is if you keep getting it and getting control of it and getting shots on net, because both these goalies are outstanding. So you need to get good shots on net to get these in.
They've been doing a great job today here. Both goaltenders for sure. A 5-3 game, obviously 8 goals. You don't really talk about that a lot of times as a good goaltending game. But, with the amount of shots that both sides have seen, they've been doing a very good job at stopping the ones that they need to and then some sometimes. So, like I said, don't let the score fool you. Both of these goaltenders have been doing a very fantastic job today. Let's see here if East can tack on another. And their one is going to be swung. That one got tipped off of a stick and is going to fly into the net there for a stoppage of play. For goaltenders, a lot of times, a goaltender normally is only going to be good as the defense that's in front of them. And both sides, I think you can say, have been at one point or another, the defense has been extremely solid for them. Right now, I think the Cougars are in that kind of time frame where the defense is absolutely playing amazing. Early on in the game, that's how it was for the Scarlets as well. And so far, these last couple minutes, they've kind of regained that back again. So 3:11 left in this game here, as that's going to be an icing. 3:03 left to play. As you can see there, these student sections for both sides really came out to support their teams today. There's a lot of seats in here, obviously being the Verizon Center, but this place has been pretty loud too when both sides are scoring or anything positive has been happening.
Yeah, it's great to see that. It's great to see all the support for both the teams, and because these are fun games, it's fun like to come down here and have this fun atmosphere, and it's always great to see rivals play, especially with close games like this. Like all the shots on goal are very close. Both teams, even though there's a 2 lead for the Cougars, both teams are playing very evenly tonight.
2:57 left to play here. As the West had it for a second, East is going to retain possession of that. Shot on goal is going to be saved by the goaltender, Olson. Well, that'll be her 34th shot that she's seen. She's stopped so far 29 of them. So a very solid day at the office overall. Yeah, obviously you don't want to give up 5 goals. It's not something that you want to do, but like we mentioned before, they've been very difficult shots to try and stop.
Yeah, there's been some really hard angles for Olson to try to stop, and she's done great.
Just like that redirected pass right there. That one is just kind of hanging around the side of the net, as now East is going to regain possession of it. Nice job to take that one back so they don't get the offside call with that. And she's just bursting through all of the lines of defense for this West team. Had a potential shot on goal. That one's going to be hit away, though. West has an odd man rush, 3-on-2. Let's see if they can get something going there. Well, that one just tipped up, but it is going to make contact with one of the East players, so they're not going to get any advantage off of this. 2 minutes left to play here. They really got to start pressing here. I think now is definitely when you get into that panic mode where you got to start get those shots off as best as you can.
Yeah, West has really got to set it up right now and just keep getting shots on net, because the Cougar defense right now is really solid, as you can see. And if they want to get back in it, they got to get some more shots on net.
Let's see what they're doing here now. They're playing very, very tough D here. This East team and the West have kind of been struggling on the defensive side of things so far in this third period, as they've just kind of been coming out and attacking right away. Let's see if they can get something going here. West has possession of this now, passing it up. Well, that's not what you want right there, as that's going to be a turnover. 1:10 left to play here in the third period. East has possession of it. There's Adams with it, passing it to the center ice. That was going to be hit away off to the boards now. 1 minute left to play here in the third period. The Scarlets are down 5-3 here. And she's just going to cover that one up. Smart play. You never know with all the people collapsing to the net with body parts and sticks flying everywhere. You don't want to take that risk.
Yeah, it looked like both Hayes and Langworthy were there, right, crashing the net. So the Cougars being defensive right now is a good option for them, since there's a minute left in play.
And there's an empty net here for this Mankato West team, so they'll get another player out on the ice if the timeout is taken here. 55.9 seconds. If you're Mankato East, you just got to keep playing that phenomenal defense. You've been doing a great job this third period. You just got to keep it going. Mankato West, you see the coach drawing up plays there, but at the end of the day, I think you just got to worry about getting shots on goal when you can get them here. As we see that last opportunity there was for no avail. Down was hit around. Nice job by Olson in net there. That was a very close score to going into the back of the net.
Yeah, that was great work by Olson. She was on her toes. She was ready for every one of those shots.
So 55 seconds left to play. The shots on goal. Cougars are out on top, 34-22 in that category. You really got to start pressing here. Well, I'm interested to see what they're able to do. This place has been pretty electric so far with the fans and such. But both sides having their own themes. There's the one side with the jersey night, and then looks like maybe we have neon on this side here. So it's always cool when the fans are able to collab together to get something going.
Yeah, and as a player, that just makes the whole atmosphere of the game that much more fun, especially there's a rival game, there's all the fans out, you're in a nice big arena, it's great.
To be able to have the fans come, I'm sure is always an amazing thing as an athlete out there. You never know what you can get. So let's see what happens here. Mankato East is going to win the possession on this one there, as that one's going to be a little bit of a collision there, nothing too much though. As West is going to have to get this here and get a shot on goal right away. That one kind of skips around here, and there's a little scrum in front of the net. And a little bit of contact there on both ends as a couple of Scarlets got pushed to the ground on that one. You're going to see that a lot of times with scrums right in front of the net. They don't want to mess with the goalie at all, so let's look at that.
Yeah, for sure. You're definitely going to see that aggressive side come out, trying to protect the goalie.
So right there, nice job by Schreiber to stay strong in the net and not let the puck get pushed past her. West, that was a much-needed face-off win for them. That one's tipped around. Is that going to get in the net? And it does. Back of the net here. That one just knuckled on in there. And I'm not sure that Schreiber was really able to get a good read on that, as that one kept skipping around on the ice. So that one's going to sneak past. 24 seconds now, a 5-4 game. And that one just snuck right under her. It was a little bit too late when she was able to locate it. 24 seconds left. This game isn't over.
Yeah, it looked like Schreiber was maybe even screened a little bit, but it was a weird bounce in. But that was amazing for them for the Scarlets to get another shot on net and get one in with less than a minute left of the game.
Well, let's see if this is a ginormous face-off for sure. 24 seconds left.
Yeah, it's crucial for whichever team to win this, to control the rest of the game for sure.
So Lindsay Hayes gets her third goal of the game, the hat trick. I don't see any hats flying out on the ice for them. I'm sure they want to keep those hats later. And the referees maybe talking this one out. What do you think they're talking about here?
I'm honestly not sure what they're talking about. It looked like the net was on. It looked like everyone was where they were supposed to be. It looked like there's any scrum down there, but I'm sure with this a high-intensity game, there's always questions for sure.
24 seconds left as Hayes gets the hat trick. Phenomenal game for her. She'll have 24 goals now on the season. So here's the Cougars trying to get it there as Hayes trying to get goal number 4 out there for her squad. 5 seconds left, and they're just crowding around the puck.
Yeah, just killing that time.
That's going to be all she wrote here at the Verizon Center. So a thrilling game, very much back and forth, 5-4. The Mankato East Cougars come out on top over the Mankato West Scarlets. Quick takeaways from the game?
That was such a fun game to watch. They were both such close teams, neck and neck. Like, last game was 3-2, this one is 5-4. Both teams came out to play, and I think that the East had that momentum for a while, and that really solidified the game for them to get that W.
So much like the hockey tradition of shaking the hands at the end of the game, that'll spell the end of our broadcast for this women's game here for Mankato East and West going up against each other. But stay tuned for later on. We will also be broadcasting the men's side of things for Mankato East and West as well. I am Lucas Dorton, joined by Shoshana Bruner. I hope your first broadcast was a good one. I hope you had a good time. I had a fun time with it. And that's all she wrote here in Mankato. So thank you for listening, folks, and have a good night.